Yes, folks, it actually happened. I thought something like this only happens to you if you have a bigger famous name on YouTube. But somehow, even my little channel is apparently so famous that at least one female YouTuber is accusing me of being a fake truther. A fake truther played by a royal, namely Prince Andrew of York. Okay, last night this female YouTuber uploaded her video with this accusation against me. And in it, this woman, I think she calls herself Rachel, she claimed that I had a particularly close friendship with Steve Bergevin back then, simply because I once let him interview me in a live stream, but here's the kicker. She actually thinks that Steve Bergevin is a gender switch identity. A gender switch identity played by Sarah Ferguson, Andrew's wife. What a family relation proves with inverted sexes. So, before we get right into this ridiculous stuff, it's really ridiculous. This is her channel with the name Fake, We Ain't Having It Sausage. And I'm talking about this video here with the name Actor-Based Reality. In this title, she tagged this YouTuber with DB at the beginning. Actor-Based Reality researcher with a bigger channel than I have. I think a lot of you know him. He's got over 1,600 subscribers. But now, let's finally watch this piece of art Rachel dedicated personally to me. And of course she also dedicated it to my one-time interview partner Steve Bergevin.
So let me just tell you something about these two supposed guys here, Steve Bergevin and Somnidelius, or whatever his name is. He's a German, supposedly a German fella.
Okay, Somnidelius Solertius is really a difficult name. Sorry that I've chosen it. But you can also say Somni if you think that's easier. And I'm indeed a German fellow, okay? I'm indeed German.
He always has his Catholic crucifix in the background, and he does mainly exposing the actor-based reality, ABR stuff. Whereas Steve...
Wow. Okay. This graphic artist didn't mention that she's been showing a clear match between me and Prince Andrew of York the whole time. Look here and there. Doesn't it immediately strike how identical my mouth lines are to Prince Andrew's? And the resemblance between Steve and Sarah Ferguson, look here and here, also immediately obvious. Wow! She's using the images from the thumbnail I made for the live stream between me and Steve, and what a flood of great comparisons she made out of it. Wow! Okay, irony of Rachel is apparently so embarrassed by these matches that she doesn't even want to put the matches directly together. We can hear her speaking in a very shy voice in the video, but later on she does make certain hints that she actually really believes in these identifications. You'll see, it's unbelievable, but you'll see. But first, a quick word about the Catholic crucifix, which has been visible indeed very often in the background of my recordings. Rachel, imagine this. The Catholic crucifix isn't an NWO symbolism, but simply an expression of my faith. Just imagine, there are even Catholics who fight the NWO based on their faith. Also, for me, being Catholic doesn't mean sympathizing with the Pope or with the modern form of the Church, but that's besides the point now. Let's go on.
Whereas Steve, I've spoken to Steve several times, and Steve says he comes from a very rich family. So he gets to do what he likes and travel around and search out the truth. And I was friends with Steve. I'm going to continue to play this now while I'm talking. I was friends with Steve on Facebook, and he's supposedly from Canada. And then I was friends with Somnidelius.
Oh my god! My face in the middle, surrounded by faces of Prince Andrew and Darren Brossard. Look at these sound comparisons. How all these faces merge into one single biometric impression. I'm totally exposed. Okay, irony off again. Rachel, you cannot throw shit on the wall and expect it to stick. The reason why all these supposed matches made by you are looking like shit is because you didn't really look for same facial expressions, you don't really manage to compile images properly, like I'm doing it on a graphics program. Oh, okay, yes, I know you make all your videos just with a smartphone, not with a computer, but anyway, there's another reason why the matches you are displaying at this moment of your video are just mere shit. It might be a little bit difficult to match me up with someone who is much older than me, who has complete different eye sockets than me, and well, I could list tons more differences now, but it's really striking, however, that up to this point in her video, Rachel never directly states that she believes I'm a fake identity of Prince Andrew of York. And she doesn't say it until the very end of the video either. Well, I don't know if she's simply too shy and uncertain about her own absurd accusations to speak them out directly, but if you read one of her comments under the video, it becomes quite clear that she does indeed believe that me and Steve are fake identities. In one of the comments, she writes, also Steve and Solomonides, she's meaning me, fell out over ABR. And that means nothing more than Steve and Solomonides had been exposed as fake characters of the actor-based reality. And sadly, she actually bases this claim on her really bad matches. The only thing you could just make out in those unclean matches was that she arranged pictures of Prince Andrew's face around my face, and that's no coincidence given her commentary. She really tried to match me with him. She tried, but she didn't manage to. But now, let's keep on watching her video.
I was friends with Steve on Facebook.
Is that also supposed to be a match between me and this blonde character up there? Looks really very stupid. But anyway, let the video run here.
He's supposedly from Canada. And then I was friends with Somnidelius. Interesting clavicles there, by the way.
Even with Steve, you don't explicitly say who you want to match him with, but you only make a hint with your words, interesting clavicles. Well, another tranny theory believer who has no clue about biological markers. Because just before that, Rachel showed this picture of Steve in her video, and don't Steve's clavicles look pretty masculine in it?
I was friends with Somnidelius.
She means me.
But I didn't agree with a lot of what he shared. I think it was conflicting at the time, and in the end I just give up with him and unsubscribed.
That's your good right, Rachel.
And then I saw both of them became friends on, look at those blurry hands there.
Blurry hands?
On Facebook together.
Sarah?
And they did an interview.
Yes.
And
Sarah and Steve?
falling out and blocked each other, so I heard. So isn't that interesting? Very interesting.
Okay, that was her entire video about me. I will say some words to my friendship to Steve, my live stream with Steve, and our split up in a second part, which will come soon. I don't know who ever made a huge story out of this live stream and our split up shortly after it, but I definitely did not. As mentioned, these points will just be addressed in a second part. I'm running a bit short on time here, so I want to make two parts of my reaction to Rachel's accusations against me. And I want to end this first part by correcting Rachel a little bit. In her footage you've seen, she made the following statement.
I was friends with Somnidelius.
She means me.
But I didn't agree with a lot of what he shared. I think it was conflicting at the time, and in the end I just give up with him and unsubscribed.
That's your good right, Rachel.
And then I saw both of them became friends on, look at those blurry hands there.
Blurry hands?
On Facebook together.
Sarah?
And they did an interview.
Well, Rachel, in this recording you told your audience that you first unsubscribed my channel and then noticed that me and Steve were friends and that we made a live stream interview together. Well, that was a lie. Because you've already seen the live stream interview between me and Steve shortly after the moment it was uploaded, and that was 8 months ago. That was shortly after you subscribed to my channel. Proof for this is that comment you wrote under that live stream video. Everybody can see that it was written 8 months ago and that the live stream was uploaded 8 months ago. But that lie of Rachel doesn't matter that much. I'm actually not upset by anything Rachel stated in her video about me. I just wanted to show that her claims are absolutely delusional and stupid. Because this is not what a match looks like. This is not what a match looks like. And this is not what a match looks like. A real match between Prince Andrew and a fake cruiser rather looks like this. A real match with Prince Andrew looks like this. And a real match looks like this. And this. And this. And this. That's how I am compiling images, the quality by which I am exposing these European royals. In the second part, which will come soon in a few days, I will say, as announced, some words to my relatively short friendship with Steve, our live stream interview and our split up. For today, I just say goodbye. Your Somnidelius Solertius.